Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger with an exciting new story of real life in the Old West. Our story today is about the first, the most talked about, the most written about, yet the least known about of the early California outlaws. From his mountain hideout, he carried on the exploits that have become part of our colorful Western lore. That man was Joaquin Murrieta, the Eagle in the Rocks.
That is quite a big reward. Oh, congratulations, Joaquin. They raised the price on your head from $5,000 to $10,000.
That's very flattering.
They are blaming you for the massacre of the 5 miners near Sonora.
Well, naturally. Even bad weather is laid at my door.
It is a good thing that your door is well hidden and well protected.
That's a lot of money. And so many people facing starvation. It must be a great temptation.
Not for 10 times 10,000 would one of our people betray Murrieta.
Did you bring this?
See?
You did well to bring it. Here. I'll take you back to town.
Oh, it wouldn't be safe for you to show yourself in San Lorenzo.
Nobody knows what I look like. Most people think that I have 2 horns and a tail.
I will go with you.
No, Manuel. Your hand is practically a calling card.
If you were recognized as Three-Finger Jack, they would surely know that he is Murrieta.
I think we should take our men and go into town and kill off the gringos.
That is not our way, Manuel. You know that. Let's go.
I say what I've been saying right along. How much more are we going to take from Murrieta and his cutthroats? How much more than killing 5 innocent miners? I am telling you that now is the time to get rid of that murderer once and for all.
Well, how do you figure to do that, Joe? Well, nobody's ever caught up with him or even knows what he looks like.
There's only one way to do it. Instead of wasting time trying to find that one cave in 10,000 that Murrieta's holed up in, we go after the people that give him shelter. They're just as guilty as he is.
Are you suggesting that the people of San Lorenzo attack all the native Californians in town?
Why not? They got it coming.
Just a minute, Pa. Look, I knew you were fired up on the subject, but I didn't think you'd get around to inciting a massacre.
If they clean out peaceable, there won't be no massacre. Otherwise...
Otherwise what?
Otherwise, we wipe them out.
Looks like you and your boy don't see eye to eye, Joe.
Him and me don't see eye to eye on a lot of things.
Look, those people over on the other side of town aren't bothering anyone.
Hey, you. If you like that rabble so much, why don't you go over to native town and live with them?
Look, it's time you realize that the war with Mexico is over for nearly 2 years.
My boy is forgetting that his brother was killed in that war.
I'm not forgetting anything, Pa. But he was a soldier, killed by soldiers in the line of duty. Now, the people on the other side of town didn't do it.
How come you're always taking sides against me?
I'm not taking sides, Pa. I'm just trying to stop you from doing a terrible thing.
He has courage. I wish there were more like him.
Gotta be coming out soon. And if he's so much in love with native town, we'll make him a present of it.
Here he comes.
What's the idea?
I have seen this one before. He's a friend. I'll take him to Morietta.
Visitors are coming, Joaquin. The girl Raquel. She is driving a wagon. I think there is a man in back.
Well, when they get to the end of the arroyo, blindfold the man and bring them here.
I think there is no need of a blindfold. He looks like he's dead.
Have I been out long?
Since last night.
Thanks for the medical attention.
Thank Raquel. She brought you here this morning and patched you up.
Thanks, Senorita.
Yesterday, I heard you speak in our defense, Mr. Andrews.
You're Joaquin Murrieta.
Mm-hmm. And you are the son of that rabble-rouser in San Lorenzo who blames me for the murder of those 5 miners. It's no secret that I have an army backing these hills. Right now, it's the biggest army in California. If the people of San Lorenzo try to carry out their threats, we'll have to move in. And I'm afraid a lot of people will get hurt, including your father.
But my father hasn't always been like that. But when my brother was killed, well, Pa took it pretty bad. He's been blaming all native Californians for what's happened to his son.
Many of us lost dear ones in the war, and since, not all of us can afford the luxury of bitterness.
She watched her father and mother shot down by drunken riffraff.
I'm sorry.
Don't waste your sympathy, senor. It is not an unusual story. Joaquin himself saw his brother hanged without a trial.
We'll talk again some other time.
Senorita? Could I have a drink of water? I wanted to thank you again for helping me.
I would have done the same for any animal that was hurt.
Well, if you're going to hate me for something that a lot of other people have done, including my own father, well, then that makes you just about as narrow-minded as he is.
I'm sorry, senor.
You know, I was wondering, maybe it was the boy's brother who fired the gun that shot off my fingers.
Sure, Manuel, sure. And maybe it was your bullet that stopped him for good. Who knows?
See? You know, I got even with him pretty fast, huh?
I wonder if I could get to the boy's father and try to reason with him, you know?
There is only one way to reason with a man like that. If you win, there are no arguments.
And if you lose?
Se acabó, it is all over. So what is the difference?
Joaquin? His bandages will have to be changed. It is better if I stay here a while.
Are you asking me or telling me?
He needs care.
I think maybe she is sweet on the young gringo, huh?
No. It is not for that reason I wish to stay.
No, perhaps it's Garcia who's the reason, huh? You have my permission. Manuel.
Si.
Order 20 men to saddle up and be ready to leave first thing in the morning.
Where are we going?
Well, if you can hide your hand, we are going to San Lorenzo.
To San Lorenzo? For what?
To kidnap the boy's father.
You are becoming more famous every day, Joaquin. They have raised your price another $5,000. It's now $15,000.
Life was far less complicated when I was a poor $100 outlaw.
See?
Be right with you. Yes?
I came about your son.
What about him?
Maybe you'd like to know why he didn't come home last night.
I know why he didn't come home. He's a young fool.
Your boy didn't come home last night because he was hurt.
Hurt bad?
He'll live.
How'd it happen?
He was beaten up by some of your friends, Mr. Andrews.
What do you mean, my friends?
And some of the people in that crowd you were steaming up yesterday evidently don't like some of the things your boy stands for. That was their way of showing it.
Well, just because he stood up to me ain't no reason to beat him up.
I don't think the beating he took hurt him half as much as your slap in the face.
Where is he?
At my place. I'll take you to him.
All right, I'll lock up. Where's your place?
It's back in the hills.
Mine, or is it a ranch?
Neither. I live in a cave. Don't do anything foolish. Did you say something about locking up, Mr. Andrews?
Yes.
Oh, Joe, where are you going?
These are friends of mine.
Friends?
Well, they're friends of my boy.
The way I hear it, friends of your boy are no friends of yours.
Well, they got some land that I'm interested in, and I'm going out to look it over.
I see. I was just wondering.
Hasta luego, señor sheriff.
Bienvenido.
Where's my son?
How's your patient?
He's better. I think it is only his heart that still hurts a little.
Hello, son. I'm sorry you got beat up. As soon as you're feeling better, I'll take you home.
I'm not going home with you, Pa. Not ever.
Tom, if it's about that slap, I'm sorry.
You just don't understand, do you? You never did understand.
Look, don't go blaming me because you got beat up. You kept your fool mouth shut instead of spouting that nonsense.
If you weren't my father, I suppose I'd hate you. But now, I just feel sorry for you.
What stuff have you been feeding him? What have you done to him?
I? It was you who did it, Mr. Andrews.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's very simple. Your boy's ashamed that you're his father.
That is not true. Go on, Todd, tell him. Well, you've been acting real brave, Murrieta. With your whole gang around to back you up.
Not as brave as you, Mr. Andrews, trying to rouse a whole town against a handful of frightened people.
A handful of troublemakers. No wonder you and them are so close. Always helping one another. Them hiding you out, you giving them gold. Stolen gold. Well, I don't know what you plan to do with me. But someday someone is going to get you and your whole rotten army. Then San Lorenzo will be a better place to live.
You're not trying to make San Lorenzo a better place to live. You're looking for revenge.
Well, aren't you?
Well, maybe I am, but not against innocent people. You want to get back at the world, at anyone, because you lost a son in the war.
Fancy words! Too bad they come from an outlaw.
An outlaw, yes, but not a criminal. There is a difference.
Not at the end of a rope.
I'm sorry I brought you here, Mr. Andrews. I thought when you saw what your vicious tongue had done to your own son, I could reason with you. But you're like all the bigots from the beginning of time. A sick little mind poisoned by hatred.
Those innocent miners that you murdered in cold blood would sure be interested in hearing Murrieta speak his piece.
You're sure it was Murrieta who killed him?
I am so sure that I had the price on your head raised $5,000.
Mr. Andrews, we are going for another ride.
What do you want?
Just looking around, if you don't mind.
We do mind. We don't hold with snoopers.
I'm no snooper. I figured on doing a little prospecting. I just wanted to see how a successful claim is run. Have you had it very long?
Long enough. Get on your horse, mister. We're busy.
Ah, Uh-huh. So this is how it's done, huh? Very interesting. The Golden Bell. Isn't this the claim where the owners were killed recently?
What are you after, mister?
The men who killed them. See, I don't like people pinning murder on me. It can give a man a bad name.
Murrieta.
That's right. Now, who's going to be the spokesman?
I'll tell you who.
Up, senores. Up, up. Before you jump, you should see maybe where you will land, eh?
Now, who's the spokesman? What? No spokesman? All right, Manuel, take over. Oh, this is Manuel Garcia. You may have heard of him. Three-Finger Jack, he's called. He knows many ways of making a man talk.
It's just a little game. First an ear. Such a nice-looking ear.
No, not him. Him.
Not him. He's got a nice-looking ear, too.
Manuel. Maybe this one.
This one? Oh, these ears already cropped, huh?
The horse thief, huh? Carve out your eyes.
We did. Tie them up, Manuel. Well, Mr. Andrews, you heard.
He refused to stay behind.
I'm glad he could make it. You've been shouting a lot about killing the murderers of those miners, Mr. Andrews. Well, here they are. Here's a gun.
I'm no executioner.
Mm-hmm. Only against people who can't fight back.
You're right about me. I just now found that out. If there's anything that I can do to make up for what I've done.
You can start by taking those men back into San Lorenzo and seeing that they get a fair trial. And one more thing, Mr. Andrews. The little matter of the reward for the capture of the killers. Huh?
I'll give it to my son. He'll see that you get it.
That's good, Mr. Andrews. That's good. Divide this gold among yourselves and give this to Father Jaronca. He'll know what to do with it. Adios.
Adios, amigo.
Joaquin Murrieta obviously never sat for a portrait, but there's a whole gallery of pictures of him by various artists, working from memory or imagination. Our own favorite is this painting by Charles Knoll. The original, formerly in possession of the Wells Fargo Bank, hangs today on the walls of the Press and Union League Club of San Francisco.